Good morning and thanks for having me out here. Again, my name's George Brauchler and I am the District Attorney for the 18th Judicial District. Now, there are some things I do want to talk to you about and I want to answer your questions. But what I've found when I come to things like this and I listen to speakers is I tend to listen more if I know a little bit more about them, where they came from, kind of what makes them tick. So if you will suffer through that, I want to start by telling you what an honor it is to come back to Jefferson County and Lakewood. This is my home. This is where I grew up. I went to elementary school down the road here, down Garrison, at a place called Belmar Elementary. I went to junior high at Carmody Junior High, down off of Old Kipling, and one of my very first jobs ever after being a paper delivery boy was working in the brand new at the time Wendy's inside the food court of the then Villa Italia, which, I mean, if you know what the Villa Italia is, you know you've been here for a bit, yeah. And then I was a lifeguard over at that Foothills pool down there. I went to Bear Creek High School, took an ROTC scholarship to the most military-friendly school in the region, University of Colorado Boulder, which may have been a mistaken judgment at the time, but a great experience, and that's how I got my commission in the Army. I came back to law school to beautiful Boulder, where I was one of 2 or 3 Republicans, I believe at the time, in my class. Started interning at the DA's office down in Jefferson County, right here in the 1st Judicial District, and that ended up being my first job out of law school. I would cut class in law school to try cases. And that's where I started to get to know Jeff and some of the other Jefferson County sheriff's officers, sheriff's deputies. It's been 20 plus years that we've been working together. Jeff had a full head of hair, big ponytail. Still do. No, not quite like that. It was an afro. You got to see those pictures. It was very 70s. But this is home for me. My sister and her kids and husband still live here. My dad and his wife still live here. My mom passed almost 20 years ago. And they still live here in Lakewood. This is really home. My first prosecution job, as I said, was in Jefferson County. My first chief deputy district attorney, my first boss that I had was a guy named Pete Weir. So Pete is a mentor to me. The things that I've done in the DA's office that I take pride in, I got from Pete. You know, Pete was a great leader and a great mentor, and you probably have, and I wouldn't say this if he was in the room, but you probably have the best district attorney in the state right here in Jefferson County. That guy is phenomenal. Absolutely right. Yeah. So,